Well, welcome to summer. What a beautiful day we had. It's 5:18 coming to you on this summer solstice day. 7:57 this morning was the kickoff of the summer season. It had some early cloudiness, but then by 10 o'clock, certainly 10:30, everybody was clear to sunny, and what a gorgeous day. It looks like temperatures are going to generally top out in the upper 70s here in the valley. That's pretty much considered normal for the first day of summer. Behind me in the monitor right there is downtown Portland from the Portland Spirit landing camera, and you're looking at the sunshine from the Channel House in Depot Bay, Elk Ridge Golf Course out in the Gorge. That's in Carson. One of the really pretty live cameras I'm so proud to have looking back at the Oregon mountains. And then Domain Serene Winery out there in the Dundee Hills. Just gorgeous, gorgeous weather. I mentioned temperatures. So these were the 5 o'clock obs, not necessarily the highs today, although in some cases potentially so, but what the temperature was at 5 o'clock. And you can see Portland 78, Salem 79, Vancouver 76. So yeah, maybe we're going to have somebody pop an 80-degree high today. Still, with sunshine, pretty much normal for the first day of summer. The coast was just as sunny and glorious. Astoria 66, Lincoln City 65. Again, these are 5 o'clock obs this afternoon. And the Gorge about the same, running from 76 in Cascade Locks to around 80 out in the Dalles. The winds were generally west-northwest, but light 5 to 15. So really everybody had a gorgeous day. It was at least 61 degrees up at Government Camp. I saw Mount Hood Meadows base, 5,000 feet, had 62 up on the mountain today. Okay, let's talk a little bit about our new season. So, it didn't used to be this way. I started forecasting here in April of 1999, but especially in the last decade, especially maybe the last 8 years, the number one topic I feel like that everybody wants to know about now in the summer is how many times is the thermometer in the valley going to get up to 90 or better? So what you're looking at here is how many times we have popped a 90-degree temperature so far this year. Remember, May went crazy. We did a 90, a 93, a 92, a 92, and a 91 on May 17th. First time in recorded history that Portland has had 5 90-degree days in the month of May. I'm here to tell you June stopped that trend. So far, the only 90-degree day was that 92-degree number we had on June 6th. And today, of course, is June 21st. And if the weather models are correct, the odds are very good that we will end June with only that one 92-degree day. At any rate, the summer season begins with 6 90-degree temperatures already racking up. Now, notice real quick before I change the graphic, all of these were 90, 91, 92, 93. So far we have not been warmer than 93. So nothing extreme here. Just the fact that, wow, May doesn't normally see so many 90-degree days. Now, I updated you on this, I believe it was last week. And we were talking about this. In fact, we had back to back to back, 3 La Nina winters. And then that finally ended as we migrated into a neutral pattern in the month of really early February into March. And that was one reason, if you go all the way back to October in my winter outlook, that I focused on the fact that I wasn't sure we were going to have a big snow event, but if we did, and the best chance for snow overall would be somewhere February into March, that late winter, because we were transitioning out of La Nina into neutral. And that, according to my research, upped the chances to see some significant snow. And of course, that's exactly what happened. So let's keep riding this horse until we fall off, shall we? So we are now in an El Nino pattern. Now it's weak. I mean, what you're looking at on the globe here, if you haven't seen this before, see where my black arrow is and see how those red colors and that kind of that brick red extends from the coast of South America back to the west into the Pacific, kind of a thumb of red colors. That's a thumb of warmer than normal Pacific equatorial water temperatures. And that's the region we use to talk about the ENSO cycle. El Nino is warm, La Nina is cool, neutral is normal, okay? So to become El Nino, you need to, over a period of time, have at least a half a degree Celsius above normal, which that's where we're at right now. This is expected to strengthen and become either a strong moderate to maybe just a strong El Nino this coming fall into the winter. More on that to come, but that's kind of where we are. So I did some research and we talked about this some time back, I think all the way back in April, in fact, in terms of what that means for summers. Typically, summers, if you're El Nino, and especially if you're transitioning into El Nino early summer, which we have just done, that actually plays well for an increasing number of 90-degree temperatures higher than what's considered normal. So basically, we already have 6, right? So I'm going to keep the projection that I put out about 6 weeks ago. I'm going to keep the projection of 20 to 24 total 90-degree days this season, including the 6 that we've had. And you figure we have a good chance of hitting 90 at least into the month of September, right? So if you go back to 2000, when it seems like our summers just took off, we're now averaging in Portland 16 90-degree days every single summer season. Most ever, 31, just a few years back, the summer of 2018. And then we hit 29 in 2015 and 29 last year, very quietly, in 2022. So if I'm correct, we'll have at least fewer than last year. So we'll keep updating on that. Now, I do want to, I want to jump out of that for a second, and then I'm going to get into the actual forecast. But, on Father's Day, we had that EF0 tornado down in Harrisburg in Lynn County. No injuries, as far as I know, no damage reported. And it got me thinking, how common are these mainly weak tornadoes or tornadoes in general? So I went back the last 10 years, and this is what I found. If you go back to 2014, every single year has had at least one. Some years have had 2. Some years have had 3 of these tornadoes. Almost all of these, all of them but just a few, have been EF0. So generally winds like 60, 70, maybe 80 miles per hour around the actual vortex, the funnel. The strongest was the EF2 tornado, and you're looking at a photo of that from 2016 that came on shore and went right into downtown Manzanita. Luckily, nobody was, had life-threatening injuries from that particular storm. That's a tornado, right? That's a pretty good one. I do want to point out that if you look at the months, October was when the tornado happened in 2014. If you jump down in 2018, October, we actually had 3. We had 3 tornadoes in October of 2018. And I'm talking about here on the west side of our state. So basically from Albany northward, the coast, along the Cascade foothills of Sandy up into Southwest Washington. Roughly half of all these tornadoes, of the 16 total, so roughly half of them, have occurred in the month of October. So without question, if you look at the small data set of increasing odds of us seeing at least a weak tornado one a year or more, the overwhelming best chance to see something is in the month of October. And we'll revisit this topic late September as October starts to get going. I find that interesting. Okay, there are lots of things that are lots of reasons that our atmosphere is becoming increasingly unstable. And this is just a big visual that, yes, it is. Okay. Okay, let's talk forecast real quick. Not a lot happening. We have a beautiful day coming up tomorrow. It's going to be sunny. I don't think we have morning clouds tomorrow. If we do, they will be just in a few areas. They will be brief. Tomorrow's just sunny. We'll get up into the 80s. Again, today we've been upper 70s to 80 for a high. So I'm back to including a chance, which I had, then I dropped it. Now I'm back to saying maybe we get a spotty shower or even a thunder shower Friday afternoon, Friday evening. This is courtesy of KGW TV. This is their Futurecast model. And if you look in Clackamas County and then just getting up to the border of Multnomah County to the east of downtown Portland, there's what's potentially either a strong rain shower, hail shower, or maybe a rumble of thunder. So back to a spotty shower chance being included in the Friday forecast. That would be our next chance of any rain. The next time, I think, it's likely that we're going to get something. It's hard to tell how widespread it's going to be or how much it's going to be. But remember, for a good 5 days out or even a week out, we were saying it was likely we were going to get some rain around Father's Day into around the first part of summer, and that came true. So now the next likely shot of some noticeable rain in the area, I think fairly widespread showers, is this coming Monday. And you can see the trough on the 500 millibar. This is the American model settling right over Oregon, and the jet stream flow to the south of that right over the Bay Area. So we'll keep following that. I include a shower chance on Sunday. Monday's the most likely day. I include a shower chance on Tuesday as well. The other thing I want to hit, and I kind of mentioned it a moment ago, models overwhelmingly still show a very slim chance of us getting up to 90 between now and July 4th. So odds are good right now that overwhelmingly the majority of days, maybe all of them, will stay underneath 90 degrees between now and July 4th. This is the July 4th map showing you the air mass temperatures at 5,000 feet at 850 millibars. The blue is the cool air kind of fingering into our area. Then, the orange off to our east, Idaho, Nevada, that's all the warm air. So that would seem to back that up. And then, by the way, read what I wrote here. Hot 90s return mid-July. Two of the models I looked at today show that we could have a potential run. What do I mean by run of 90-degree days? At least 3, maybe 4, 5 in a row. You would certainly think the odds are we would be getting up into the mid-90s, at least if that happens. So right now, models are kind of biting on that somewhere around mid-July. So that's the update on heat. And with that said, let me get you the 7-day forecast, and I'll get you out of here. Tomorrow, sunshine, first full day of summer, 86 degrees, going to be toasty, but very summer-like indeed. Friday, that spotty shower chance, afternoon or evening, 82. Saturday, I think, is dry, 80. Sunday, PM storm chance, afternoon, evening. May or may not happen. If it does, it'll be pretty scattered. And then the likely shot of showers and storms on Monday, which is why Monday drops all the way back down to 74 degrees. And then we continue a shower chance of that cooler weather on Tuesday. And then we pop some partly cloudy. I need to update this graphic. We pop some partly cloudy, dry conditions on Wednesday of next week and warm back up to 82. Okay. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button. If you like this video and you haven't subscribed, that really helps me out. Also, it alerts you, notifies you when I post a new video, so you can get right in and get the very latest. But I really appreciate your support of my work. My weather site is portlandweather.com. I wish you a good night. I'll talk to you soon.